substitutes for Spain, number 13 and goalkeeper Raul Diaz of team.
Okay. Antonio, centro. Izquierda.
Niño it is to
Derecha.
take this penalty once he gets his bearings from the guide.
Va, como hemos dicho. Va, va, va. Sí.
And Skies will be disappointed because it's Niño who buries that penalty to give Spain a 1-0 lead after 19 minutes. So here goes the Malaga as the club for Niño. Antonio Martin Gaitan. And that may give the Spanish team some confidence, but there's still quite a way to go. 5 minutes in the first half. David Clark coming away with the ball. Good effort from the skipper.
They have elected to take a timeout.
You'll notice, of course, that the players are wearing entirely the same eye guards, and that's simply because no matter what the visual impairment, the referee and the officials want to make sure that everybody has exactly the same handicap. Disappointment there for Lewis Skies in the Great Britain goal, but that's been the decisive action so far that puts Spain 1-0 up in this Group A game, the opening game for the Great British team, and there's some work to be done for Tony Larkin, who's been telling his players to talk to each other, to communicate far, far more if they're going to make an impression on this Spanish side. Fourth game today, no football tomorrow, but on Sunday we're back with Turkey against Brazil, France against China, that's in the other group in Group B. And in this group, Spain will play their second game on Sunday, third up against the Iranian team who lost today to Argentina. And Argentina themselves will be playing against Great Britain. Last game on this same arena on Sunday. Very nearly a useful ball from Adolfo, the Spanish captain there, to Marcello. Popped up out of nowhere in the English penalty area. Robin Williams, tenacious against his opposite number. Clark on the far side having no luck against the Spanish attackers, primarily Marcelo and Nino.
Adolfo, está débil en izquierda, está en 12 metros. Marce, 3 pasos a la izquierda, 3 pasos a la izquierda.
El último, ¿ves?
Pare.
Ustedes pueden pitar rápido cuando yo termine de hablar, ¿vale? Niño, medio.
Well, disappointment in the British team's ranks, the way that they're conceding fouls and conceding shots like this, penalties like this to the Spanish side. Already they've buried one through Nino. The same man has a chance again against Luis Skyers, who this time saves. Clark, the Great Britain skipper. Oh! Embraces the referee as well. I think he thought the ref was one of his teammates. Superb stuff by David Clark. This is why he's in the team. He's got 126 goals, make it 127 in a long and industrious career. It dates back to 1996. Pursued by 3 Spanish defenders and drilled it into the far corner. A terrific strike. Best goal we've seen so far in this tournament. 1-0. Adolfo coming away with the ball for the Spanish side. Adolfo going an awful long way and gets a good shot on target as well. Came all the way from the back of defense, did the skipper.
Sale Marcelo, Adolfo derecha, sale Marcelo. Adolfo para la vida. La diagonal, niño.
Kerin Seal looking for Clark in the final third. It's going to come to Williams. British players being told to get goal side by their coach, get their bodies in between themselves and the ball, make the Spanish players come through them if they want to get past. Well, this is a good run into the box by Daniel English.
You lost it, Robin. Robin, go middle. Dan, go round him. Right, Clarky, right forward, right forward.
Williams doing very well indeed and still has a chance, crowded out by the likes of Alfredo and Marcelo and Adolfo, the captain.
Adolfo hacia mí, entra otro. Marcelo de cara. Pásala para Nacho.
Go in line.
Entra,
Right there, line. Behind you.
9 y 3. Entra otro. No te dice voy. Derecha, adelante. Adolfo, diagonal.
Daniel English getting more and more into the attack as the game progresses. Nino finding Marcello. Marcello again being told to shoot, and shoot he does. Good effort as well.
Substitution for Spain, leaving the field. Number 6, Adolfo Acosta Rodriguez. On his place, number 4, Francisco Munoz Perez. And for Great Britain, leaving the field, number 6, Robin Williams. On his place, number 8, Lee Brunson.
Lee Brunson from North Shields in the north of England, mad Newcastle supporter. Idolises Alan Shearer, great Newcastle and England striker. He'd like to score like Shearer today, I'm quite sure.
Hey, 10 seconds, you can have a go. 10 seconds. No foul, Dave, that's it.
And an entertaining first half between Great Britain and Spain, and it's honours even so far, thanks to David Clark, who equalised with a cracking goal for the British side. Earlier, Nino scoring 1 penalty for Spain and having another one saved. We're going to have a 10-minute break, and we'll come back and talk to you at the second half of this enthralling game in Group A at the Riverbank Arena.
Yes, I am, Pete. I'm in the East Stand in the Riverbank Arena, and I've got some Team GB fans right here with me. Hello, chaps. What did you think of the first half?
It's pretty even, really. I thought we did well to get a goal, and looking forward to the second half. And hopefully we see Roy turn in the second half.
Roy the boy, who would have been. And you, sir, how do you see the second half going?
I do see you in
Britain. 2-1 it is, Pete. Well, that's what the crowd think. Back to you, sir.
2-1. Who would be happy with 2-1? Who would be happy with 3-1? 4-1? 5-1? A Spain victory! Okay, I think we've got the measure of our crowd. Now, let me briefly, if I may, explain what happened with Spain's 2 penalties. You may have noticed they were taken from very different spots, and we have, in five-a-side blind football, 2 penalty spots. The first one closest to the goal, the one that Spain scored from, is the penalty spot you would expect if a foul is committed within this penalty area.
Con izquierda, pega. Vale.
Back in the corner. Back in the corner. Left.
Sí. ¡No!
Yeah, engage shot off.
Got it. Mira, pega. Uy, buena.
Push up.
8 y 2, te queda 1. Sigue. Pega. Uy.
A lot of physicality over here. Back to you, Pete.
Thanks, Marcus. So it should be a huge second half. Both sides eager to steal a march on Argentina, who currently head Group A. They won their opening game a couple of hours ago against Iran by 2 goals to 0. So a draw, you'd think, wouldn't be great for either side. They will be all out for the victory in the second half. It's Great Britain versus Spain. Just as we get ready for the second half, another gentle reminder, if I may, because these players are so reliant on their sense of hearing, please, absolute silence during the game. A big second half in store. 1 goal apiece in the first half. Who will get the victory in this Group A game? Will it be Spain? Or will it be Great Britain? Just a reminder to spectators, please make sure during the game and while the ball is in play that you keep absolute silence here at the Riverbank Arena. The score going into the second half, it's Great Britain 1, Spain 1.
So we're underway in the second half of this game at the Riverbank Arena between Great Britain and Spain, and straight away on the attack for Great Britain is their skipper David Clark, who scored that cracking goal just at the end of the first half. 25 minutes to play. Two teams very evenly matched at this stage. If you're just joining us, I can tell you Spain went ahead in the 19th minute through a penalty from Nino after a foul that was committed by one of the British substitutes, Darren Harris, who came on for David Clark in the first half. In fact, they had two penalties, did Spain. They missed the second one, but Clark in between had pegged the scores back to one apiece with a superb strike and one of the best goals we've seen so far in this tournament. It's Kerin Seal for Britain up against Alfredo.
¡Arriba, perdimos!
Lee Brunton backing up David Clark.
Get round it, Dave. You've got one-on-one. Take it away first. Now go across. Cut across. Get a shot off. No. Lost it. Lost it.
Marcello, the Spanish number 11. Clark is everywhere for the British side and very nearly made it 2-1 as well.
Take the line out. Go foul. Down in this line.
Nino on the attack. A winger who loves to hug the sidelines, play up against the wall most of the time. Marcello in the middle. So the first corner of the second half goes to Great Britain. Daniel English and David Clark combining. This is English.
Come in. Come in.
Alfredo comes away for Spain, going past Lee Brunton.
Yeah, go inside, Lee. Come around. Come around. Come at me. Come at me. Go inside again. Go inside. Don't touch it. It's a corner.
Good run by Brunton, who came on at the end of the first half, getting instructions from his coaching staff as to where to actually go to, where to play the ball. You could have heard calls of go inside Lee as he got to this position. These players know exactly where they are most of the time, but they do need coaches to alert them as to where the opposition are. Looks like David Clark's had another knock, not for the first time. He's skipper going off to have some attention. That means Darren Harris comes back onto the field of play. He was on for a few minutes in the first half. Managed to get a yellow card in the few minutes he was on. I think in the first minute he came on, in fact. So Harris, an English.
Yeah. Come on, Dad, come on. Come through. Oh, don't foul, don't go side. Drop off, Dad, drop off. Dad, go off. Go on, Dad, get around it.
Good play by Alfredo. Karen Seal looking for English.
Stop, get home. Down, get home. Done.
Marcello, mazy run, good shot. He's an elusive player. He's hard to pin down.
Lost it. Don't foul. Dad, just stay forward, stay there. Sorry, Dad.
Better run for a goal kick. Alvaro looking to fire a quick ball out to the likes of Marcello and Nino. Spain to make a change. Marcelo's going to have a rest, and Jose Lopez Ramirez, who plays in Tarragona, will come onto the field of play.
On in his place number 7, Jose Lopez Ramirez.
Dad, just go to your right about 4 steps. Stop there.
One of 3 players who represent the Once club of Tarragona, along with Francisco Munoz, and also on the substitutes bench Youssef El Hadoui Harabil plays for Tarragona as well. Spain in possession, Alvaro bowling the ball out. Good intention from Nino. Another good effort by Nino. Tested Lewis Skies there.
Oh, come on!
Be a change for Great Britain, and once again the rather battered looking figure of David Clark is going to come back on the field of play, and once again it's going to be Darren Harris who makes way for the skipper. He's been in the wars a bit today, David Clark, it has to be said. He's also scored a cracking goal.
No voice.
Thank you, ref. Thank you, ref. That's brilliant interception, mate. Adelante, está bien, adelante. Adelante, está bien. Está bien, adelante el boy, está bien. Está bien. Spain.
He's about 5 meters in front of you. Steve! Clark is on the goal.
Long right, long right.
Yours, Karen. Sube el niño a la valla. Derecha.
Shane! Long right.
Daniel Inglis taking the ball off Nino. This is Alfredo for Spain.
Stop. Long left, Lee!
Just under 17 minutes to play in this encounter in Group A between Great Britain and Spain. If you're just joining us, as you can see, the score is 1 goal apiece. A penalty for Spain from Nino, and an immediate reply 2 minutes later from the English skipper David Clark from open play. It's Lopez Ramirez on the far side, the Spanish substitute. Nino being caught in possession. This is Clark, a man who knows where the goal is. Alfredo back defending for Spain. Will come away with the ball, pursued by Clark.
No, don't leave, get away a bit.
Karen Seal having quite a tussle with Nino on the near side, who is the most elusive of players, it seems. He appears to pop these shots out of nowhere, and you could see the concern sometimes on the face of Lewis Skies, the goalkeeper. Antonio Martin Gaitan, known as Nino, or Boy, for reasons known to his teammates. Very different in style to the other El Nino, Fernando Torres of Chelsea, formerly of Liverpool, formerly of Atletico Madrid and Spain, of course. And for, what is this, the third time the skipper is going off to have some attention, I think, to yet another head wound.
Substitution for Great Britain, leaving the field number 7, David Clark, on in his place number 6, Robin Williams.
Williams went off in the first half when Lee Brunton came on. He's come back to replace the skipper.
In his place, number 6, Adolfo Acosta Rodriguez.
His parents there. Well, Nino's taking a bit of a rest. Adolfo back on for Spain as well, their skipper who went off earlier on. Long, booming, dangerous throw, and that very nearly paid dividends as well for the man who's just come back on the field of play.
Great Britain have elected to take a timeout.
One timeout per team per half is allowed to be called to give the coaches a chance to talk to their players and reassess and reorganize and just re-emphasize some of the facets of performance they want to see from their team. 1 goal apiece so far, but there are 15 minutes to play in this opening encounter. There won't be any extra time or penalties in the group phase, but we are going to get to that scenario if indeed we have a draw later in the tournament at the semi-finals and final, and of course the playoff games for the 7th and 8th, 5th and 6th place. 2 goals there that have levelled these teams up. Nino with that penalty after 19 minutes and that goal by the rather battered skipper for Great Britain. David Clark on 21 minutes, a man who has scored 127 goals in international five-a-side football, and a man whose career dates back to 1996 when he played goalball at the Atlanta Paralympics. David Clark currently off the field of play with another blood injury, one of 3 he's had so far today.
Substitution, please.
Substitution for Great Britain, leaving the field number 5, Daniel English. Returning to the field number 7, David Clark.
Daniel English getting a rest after a good hard first half for him. So the coach Tony Larkin refreshing his team as you go along, accounting for David Clark's injuries, of course, as well. Robin Williams came back onto the field of play. Lee Brunton is on. Darren Harris has been and gone twice already in this game. Karen Seal on the ball for the home side.
It's too wide.
Good ball as well to his skipper. Williams and Clark combining for that corner. This is Brunton. Lopez Ramirez, who came off for Spain a while ago.
No hay pase. A la otra, Adolfo. Cambia, Adolfo, entra. Adolfo. Cambia suave, José. Vente, Mori, vente al medio. Te queda uno, tranquilo, no pegues, tranquilo.
So 12.5 minutes to go in this encounter between Great Britain and Spain at the wonderful Riverbank Arena that was so popular when it hosted the hockey during the Olympics 3 weeks ago, and now is a delightful venue for the five-a-side football. 3 games already today. This is the 4th. The players will have a day off and they're back again in action on Sunday. And how the home side would like to go into their day of rest with a win under their belt, but at the moment, as you can see, 1 apiece in what's been a very level encounter between Spain and Great Britain. It's going to go for a corner. The skipper couldn't keep it in. Acosta Rodriguez, Adolfo. Clark and Robin Williams, the men combining for this corner.
Dave, drop back, we've lost it. Dave! Dave, get round inside.
Adolfo clearing his lines for the Spanish side. Jose Lopez making no ground against Karen Seal, the British side. Change for Great Britain. Roy Turnham is going to come on. Lee Brunton, who came on in the first half, will take a breather. Comes from Liverpool as Roy Turnham plays for the Merseyside Blind Football Club. It's a good run by Jose Lopez. So Marcello comes back onto the field of play, had a good first period before being rested. Jose Lopez, good effort. Robin Williams, chance to attack. Clark mopping up for his team. It's danger though. Karen Seal having to concede that corner. Some concern for Tony Larkin at the moment. 9 minutes to play in this game. Beg your pardon, wasn't a corner, I thought it was. Possession to the British team. Robin Williams again. Looks like Spain are ready to make another change once this player has been halted from this corner. They're going to have to get rid of this ball very quickly. Marcello. Hounded by Roy Turnham. That's the skipper there, Adolfo. Still Adolfo. Williams with the ball, but obstruction, says the referee. And there'll be a change to the British side. It's Daniel English who's going to come back on.
Adolfo, Marcelo, atrás, deja a José solo, déjalo. Adolfo derecha, Marcelo izquierda. Está David en 6 metros al punto de penalti.
Robin Williams will take a rest. He looked like he's been putting in a hard day at the office, says Robin Williams.
Daniel English. And for Spain, leaving the field, number 7, Jose Lopez Ramirez. On in his place, number 9, Antonio Martin Gaitan.
So Nino back on. Ramirez, Jose Lopez is off. Marguerite Gaitan or Nino is their most effective player so far. Quite a beguiling player at the best of times. This is Karen Seal storming ahead for Great Britain. Clark it is on the ball, combining with Roy Turnham from the corner. Alvaro, hopeful ball, looking for Marcello. Good play by Daniel English.
Substitution for Great Britain, leaving the field, number 7, David Clark. On in his place, number 10, Darren Harris.
Harris back on for Clark. Popular player with the home crowd. Plenty of energy, already got a yellow card. Adolfo looking for Nino. Harris getting involved, but this is Kerin Seal storming through. Alfredo in defense for the Spanish team. Roy Turnham, who came on a few minutes ago. Clash of heads there. Ouch. Alvaro, the goalkeeper, just telling his defensive wall to go slightly to the right to line it up with his near post. Harris looks for the opening. Good play, unlucky for Darren Harris.
Long right, middle, Dan. Over.
Harris can come away with the ball. And we'll get a corner, and there's seconds to go, effectively, just over a minute on the clock. And Great Britain know that time is running out, or they're going to record a first win of their home event. Harris and English will combine for the corner. Referee asked the Spanish defenders to get back the requisite distance. Marcello elusive as ever. Roy Turnham making some ground for the British team, but this will run for a goal kick, and Alvaro will bowl the ball out while we have a brief timeout towards the end of the game.
A timeout.
1 minute left on the clock, and the coaches given a chance to steel their players for a final push for a winning goal. First game, of course, for both teams in this competition. Both teams, of course, would love to start with a win, and so would Tony Larkin, the British coach. Pablo Diaz Salazar, the coach for the Spanish side, likewise. Always nice for the crowd to clap when the players come back after a timeout, because of course they can't clap during play, having to stay quiet so the players can hear the ball. Unusual for a crowd to have to sit silently at a football game. Does allow them to hear the players, which is something of a novelty, but you can tell that they like to have a good shout when a goal is scored or when there's a return from a timeout. Alvaro is going to roll the ball out from the Spanish defense. Now a chance for Team Great Britain to make some headway. Roy Turnham scrapping for the ball. Adolfo, the skipper, is there. Alfredo backing him up.
Switching it. We're going to switch it, Dad. You can foul, Dad. You can foul. Come on, Dad. You can foul. Pressure. Pressure. Keep going. Keep going. Good pressure, Dad.
Alfredo going nowhere fast, and in fact that was good work by Darren Harris, who pressured him all the way down to the corner. 13 seconds on the clock. Possibly the last play of the match coming up. Here we go. Harris it is, Daniel English as well. To no avail for the British team. They like a win, but a satisfying 1-1 draw against Spain will do nicely for the home crowd, for the coach Tony Larkin, and for everyone watching the Great British team, because they're getting a lot of support around this country. Support has been building, of course, throughout the Olympics and now into the Paralympics. He's had a good day as well. Antonio Martin Gaetan Niño. 1-1 the final result. Niño with the goal for Spain in the first half from the penalty spot. Missed one later on. And David Clark, the Great British captain, replying in the 21st minute to make it 1 apiece.
Great Britain and Spain both level on a point apiece, and Iran in 4th place with no...
Concern, of course, will come for the British team because the Argentine side beat Iran by 2-0 earlier today. So Argentina setting the pace so far in Group A. The team's playing again on Sunday when football kicks off between Turkey and Brazil. Early on Sunday UK time, 9 in the morning UK time in Group B. France against China in Group B straight after, and then we get to Group A. But those are the stats that show that Spain have far more shots on targets than Great Britain. Percentage-wise as well, they had the ball 54% of the time compared to Britain's 46% of the time. And 1 yellow card as well going the way of Darren Harris, rumbustious player who came on 3 or 4 times in this game, mainly to replace his captain David Clark, who'd had more than 1 bash to the face. Didn't stop him scoring a cracking goal. That's the standing so far in Pool A, and as a result of that win over Iran, Argentina leading the way on 3 points. 2 goals for, none against. The rest are playing catch up. Stay with us, we've got the highlights coming up.
So you get on me, you don't realise, you know when the crowd goes, yeah.